Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening and good morning. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day. Got some breaking news for you guys. Wanted to be one of the first to share it with you guys because, aside from mainstream media, because, the news outlets are already talking about this and everything, but this is kind of some breaking crazy stuff. It's crazy how crazy the and dark this spiral, this hole, how deep and crazy it's been getting. And this is a real thing, y'all. This is very much a real thing. And I'm still surprised. Long story short, I'm still surprised. This is breaking news as we speak right now. And this is something that we should all be worried about. All of us from all over the world. Okay? We should all be concerned and keeping our heads on a swivel. Let's just keep it real. Okay? It's absolutely insane. And yes. Somebody just said, Kimberly just said, right from the Murdaugh trial to this busy day. Yeah, I've been keeping my eyes on the closing statements and the closing arguments and all that. So then that's interesting as well. And let's be real. We keep seeing more and more every single day that evil exists. It's insane, y'all. It's absolutely insane. But this is a true story. This is real. This is breaking as we speak. So hop on in, get comfortable. We got to talk about this. And I don't know. The craziness just continues to get wilder and wilder here. And there's only so much that we can, at least for myself, there's only so much one can consume and take every day. This is terrible. I had something completely different planned for you guys. Well, I was going to be doing a pop-up video. And as I was working on that pop-up video, this information dropped. So, of course, I'm going, well, damn. Well, we got to talk about this. It's breaking. And I think this should concern every single last one of us. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. And there's not a whole lot of information, so, we're just going to jump right into it, okay? Because this is still breaking. And apparently, this happened Monday, y'all. This happened Monday. I just want to let you guys know that. This bad boy happened Monday. And now they're giving us the information. Now this information is getting out here. Isn't that crazy? And, it's just wild. So we got to talk about this. We're going to get into it. All right. So do me a favor, guys. You know the procedure. All right. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes as you guys start to file in. This is breaking news. All right. Breaking news for you guys. And it, again, should concern all of us, especially, well, I'll say it in a second. But this definitely should concern all of us, period. Okay? And please, so share that by doing that, by hitting that like button down below. It helps us get the story out here and all that. And of course, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? Your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you guys the information, the content that you need for the day. And this is a breaking story. Again, I am just as shocked as anybody else. And also, hit that notification bell. Let me kill this really quick. This is very important. I need you guys to hear this. Make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button or that subscribe button is on, all right? For some weird reason, it's been very, very weird over here, but I've been hearing about this same issue with a lot of other content creators as well, where people are unsubscribed randomly. So be sure to check to make sure you are subscribed. Then also, people are not getting notifications, letting people know that their favorite content creators are live or when they have posted something. I've been getting a lot of DMs, a lot of emails, and a lot of heads up in the chat about that as well. So please, I have to do this. I'm sorry for, stopping the show, but it's very important that you guys know to please, and thank you. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Turn it off and turn that mug back on, okay? I'm going to get back to the show. So please, for those of y'all who haven't hit that subscribe button, all right, crush it, make it scream out your doggone name, because your boy's working hard out here in these streets. Anyway, we got to get into these stories, okay? We got stories to tell. We got things to do. And I want to say to everybody, thank you so much for being here at such a random breaking type of impromptu show. Honestly, I was getting ready to do a pop-up video for you guys. Wasn't planning on going on live at all. In fact, the story I was going to do for you guys is a little bit more lighthearted, which is kind of what we need nowadays, at least for myself. All right. And then this happened. And I'm like, man, I can't even escape this ish, yo. I have two pop-up videos that I have for you guys that are actually kind of, one's thought-provoking and one is some good news, like finally some good news. And then all of a sudden, boom, this pops off. So you can't escape the bad news. Real talk, you can't escape the bad news. But Lily Black, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And just like Lily Black 15, you could do the same by hitting that join button down below and becoming a member. Consider becoming part of the family. Okay? It's that simple, y'all. It is that simple. But I appreciate the support. And of course, Obsessed for Disneyland. Thank you so much for the $3 super stick. I really do appreciate it, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Okay. But okay, we got to get into this because I know we don't have a whole lot of time. And I know you guys are all here for the story. So let's give you that story. And I'm still getting information as we go live, like as I'm live right now. So please be patient with me because I'm still getting this information as we speak as well. But let's take a look at this, guys. Okay. Breaking news. All right. And I have two different periodicals. Okay. Just so you guys know. One is from a local station, ABC 7, that's basically said, man stopped at Pennsylvania airport with explosive concealed in checked luggage. Okay. Now, and I'll read the other one too, because it gives us a little bit more information here, which is still extremely wild to me. Okay. Breaking news. Man 40 is in FBI custody, which is obviously great news, after TSA finds a device, because I got to be careful with these words, you feel me, finds a device hidden in the lining of his checked bag as it is being loaded onto an Allegiant flight from Pennsylvania to Florida. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Now, let me tell you something. I am not trying to fearmonger at all whatsoever. This is just something that's breaking right now. And this information is very serious. And it makes you wonder, what is the reason? What's his motive? Why? And we're going to get into the information here too. But I just want to say this real quick for everybody. Reason 379,622 of the reasons why I don't like flying. I'm just saying, I don't know about you, but I do not like flying. Little turbulence, I get a little, I get a little nervous, right? And the fact that we've had so many weird things that have been going on with airlines, with planes lately, haven't we seen things like back to back to back, like almost every single day there's been something going on with the damn plane? Now we got people trying to do things on a damn plane, and we ain't even talking about snakes on a plane, okay? Where's Samuel L. Jackson when we need you? Okay? I'm just saying, what is going on here? I hate it. If I don't have to, I will choose other means of transportation before I fly. But even more now lately, it has gotten me scared. Real talk. I'm just saying that really quick. It terrifies the hell out of me. Okay. But now you can't even do a plane. I mean, you can't even do a train. Trains are, there was another derailment. There were two trains that hit each other head on in Greece. You heard about that, right? 30 casualties. What the hell's going on? 2 trains on the same train go head to head. How does that happen? Anyway, sorry. Don't want to fearmonger, but at the same time, it's like you're risking it all when you jump. I just hate it, man. I just hate it. Okay. I hate it. Kentucky Lee just said, Pascal, have you watched all those plane crash reenactments that are so popular? They're like mini movies and so realistic. Let me just say this to you, Kentucky Lee. Hell to the no. Hell no. I don't watch that stuff. You may see me watch Snakes on the Plane, right? You may see me like watch like Passenger 57. Okay, always bet on black. But outside of that, you will not see me see anything like this. Last night, I was going through Amazon Prime trying to find a movie to watch, and there was a movie called, I think it was called like Airline 666, and I was like, no, I'm not about to watch a movie. No. I have a very, very overly active imagination. I don't need it before I go on any flights across any water or land. I'm good on it, okay? But anyway, I digress. Let's get to the stories here, guys. And I'm going to give you guys the bullets here really quick, and we're going to go into the details here too. But it says Mark Muffley, and you got to see this guy. He's something else, okay? Mark Muffley, he's 40. These dudes, I'm telling you, moisturized. Babies, moisturized. But Mark Muffley, 40, faces charges of possessions of a tick-tick-boom at an airport and possessing/attempting to place a device on an aircraft. The device was concealed in a checked piece of luggage and contained multiple fuses. It triggered an alarm before being loaded onto the plane. Thank you, baby Jesus. Mark Muffley, was paged over the airport's public system, left the airport, but was arrested at home in Lansford later that same day. Now, we're going to break this all down, okay? But let's get into the nuts and bolts of this, okay? So we already know he's a 40-year-old man from Pennsylvania. He was found at home, by the way. So they didn't arrest him in the airport, okay? But he was taken into custody by the FBI after trying to smuggle a device onto an Allegiant airline. Officials say that the device was concealed inside a checked piece of luggage at Lehigh Valley International Airport and contained multiple fuses, according to the ABC report. Mark Muffley of Lansford, Pennsylvania, was about to take an Allegiant flight from Eastern Pennsylvania to Sanford, Florida. Obviously, he wasn't thinking that he was going to land. I mean, that's my assumption. Why would you have, well, like I said, why? Because you're going to find out here in a second, okay? The bag triggered an alarm before being loaded onto the plane. And the TSA found a circular compound hidden in the lining of the baggage, the FBI said. And here's the dude. Just an idiot. I'm sorry. Who in their right minds goes, yeah, I'm going to do this? Like, who? How? I mean, we already know who. Him, that's who, right? So I'm already answering my doggone question. But at the same time, who in their right mind goes out of their way to do this kind of ish? Let's keep it real. Who in their right mind sits there and says, I feel like flying across across the eastern coast and unaliving everybody, including myself. I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, this is 40 years old, everybody. And yes, Great White, exactly. That's what I'm assuming. I mean, if you start doing the math, right? If you put the equation together, the equation The sum of the equation says quite possibly what you're saying right there. I can't say that out loud, but you get what I'm saying. And this clearly to me screams the T word. Irrist. You see what I'm saying? Irrist. But start with that with a T. This is a capital T. Okay? This is a capital T word. Clearly he was going to do something. What? He had to bring it for he's a explosives specialist for a construction site, so he had to bring that on the plane? No. You see what I'm saying? No. So it's not like he was doing all that for a job. I mean, he was clearly trying to get a job done, but not the kind of job that he was going to do when he landed in Florida. Let's keep it real. This is 40, by the way, guys. Damn, y'all. 40? This 40? It's interesting. What you feel on the inside definitely shows on the outside. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Moisturize. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Just don't do it. Moving on. So this is what he looks like during this time when he was at the airport. Okay? At the airport. And yes, Tyler, Horde 40. Horde. Let me show you that again. Horde 40. Horde. I'm done now. I'm done. I'm going to get back to the story. It just people like this just really burn my cookies, and it makes me want to just, you know what I mean? I could sit here for like an hour and just roast this mother lover, and I'm like, nope. What would Jesus do? I'm kidding, but real talk. Nah, I'm gonna try to be godly today as much as I can. But this kind of stuff puts hate in my heart. Real talk. But moving on. So these are some photos of the guy. Actually, let me just show you guys this gallery here. So this is the dude, like I said, and it was on an Allegiant airline, and an Allegiant flight. Now, I don't know if you guys know about Allegiant. Maybe some of y'all do, maybe some of y'all don't, but let me tell y'all. If you want some cheap flights, holler at Allegiant. Okay, we did have a conversation about Allegiant like maybe about a year ago. And I have some things to say about Allegiant, okay? I have some things to say about Allegiant, and I'll say it in a little bit. But you can get some really cheap flights everywhere. But you're basically flying, sitting in like bleacher seats, okay? It's like that. Real talk, it's worse than Frontier. No disrespect. As you can tell, they don't sponsor the show. And if they did, I'd be like, they're fantastic, right? I'm kidding. I wouldn't. But still, terrible, okay? But you can get really cheap flights to and from, okay? Very, very interesting. Real quick, public house landlord, where was he originally from? He was originally from Lansford, Pennsylvania. So he was flying from Pennsylvania to Florida, just so you know. Okay? But I keep off-roading this conversation. My bad. Just saying, if you need some cheap flights, Allegiant is there for you. Now, this apparently was the photos that were taken inside the airport before he was about to take his flight on Allegiant. Okay? And of course, he was about to leave, going from Eastern Pennsylvania to Sanford, Florida. Of course, he was being charged of having or being in the possession of a device in the airport, okay? And he was attempting to place or to have placed this device on an airport or on an aircraft, I'm sorry. And this is Allegiant. If you've never seen it before, it's all good. There's so many airlines that I've never heard of, and they're very regional, right? They only fly in certain areas and all that, but Allegiant flies everywhere for the most part. Okay. Of course. and the airport and a plane taking off. Don't know why they're showing that, but okay. So now you know. So now you don't know, because now you know. All right. So once found, Muffley, and this I think is kind of dumb, in my personal opinion. I mean, yes and no. Let me just read it out loud, and you guys can tell me if I'm just being too judgmental. Okay. But once found, Muffley was paged over the airport's public system to come to the security desk. Minutes later, security cameras showed him leaving the airport. Now, in my personal opinion, that I don't think is the smartest move, unless you are going to make sure that they are going to maybe block off, seal all exits to make sure, right? To make sure that they're, you feel me? Make sure that they're going to catch the guy before he takes off, and not in the plane. I mean, before he runs off, right? Before he kicks rocks. But he did. He kicked rocks. And you got all these cameras, get all these security cameras and all that stuff. Why? Why didn't they say, Mr. Muffley, can you please come to the security desk, please? And then as he's trying to run, you got all things sealed off. Security's right there, right? Boom, you got him. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to spend all that extra taxpayer dollars to go raid his home and all that. You can just catch him right then and there. You see what I'm saying? But that's just me. So, moving on. Police, the FBI, and bomb experts responded to the airport. An airport spokesperson telling WFMZ that part of the main terminal was closed around 11:15 a.m. while authorities investigated a suspicious package. The device, hidden in the bag's lining, was a circular compound about 3 inches in diameter. It's said to have contained a granular type of powder concealed in a wax paper and plastic wrap, a criminal complaint stated. The granular type of powder is consistent with a commercial grade firework, the complaint said. There were also 2 fuses attached, one of which appeared to be part of the original manufacturing and is used to ignite devices quickly. The other fuse was added later and burns slower than a quick fuse, officials said, adding that the powders could ignite from heat and friction, posing a significant risk to the plane and passengers. The investigators also found in the suitcase a can of butane, a lighter, and a pipe with white powder residue, a wireless drill, and 2 GFCI outlets taped together. Now, that's something I don't know. What is a GFCI outlet? It's a GFC. Oh, so they looked kind of like these? Maybe something like this? Two of those taped together. That's insane, y'all. Now, and let me tell you this too. I don't know much about devices like this, that go tick, tick, boom. I don't. Okay. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, what the heck? Clearly to me, this screams this was a device trying to do some serious damage on this plane. Why this plane? Why this plane is a question. Was he just doing this to cause a ruckus? Right? Was there something else going on? Was he targeting a certain, you see what I'm saying? Is he targeting a demographic? Is he targeting people like this? Is he hoping that it was going to be used on that plane? Was he planning on using it later on another plane? Or at another place? You see what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Does any of this show that this device could detonate remotely? So 2 fuses attached. They said something about commercial grade fireworks. Granular type of powder is consistent with commercial grade fireworks. 2 fuses attached, one of which appeared to be a part of the original manufacturing and is used to ignite these things quickly. But this was being checked onto the plane. Let me just say that too. This was being checked onto the plane. So how was he going to successfully get down to where the luggage is to set this thing off? Right? And yeah, Megan Truth, what I'm seeing so far, and maybe there's more in this article, but what I'm seeing so far is I don't see anything about a timer or anything. So I'm wondering what's up with that. Well, let me see. Suspicious package was discovered shortly after 11 a.m. and package was removed from the airport, and the closed portion of the terminal reopened shortly just before 2 p.m. He faces charges of possession of a device at an airport and possessing/attempting to place a device on an aircraft. He was arrested at his home in Lansford, Pennsylvania, Monday night. Again, this happened Monday night, y'all. So again, when you break this down, was he planning on, like I said, the devices here, was he planning on grabbing this stuff and running down, like, you know what I'm saying? Running into the cargo area, whatever you want to call it, to ignite this thing? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, y'all. It just doesn't. I don't get it. There was a fuse. It burns slower than it burns slower than a quick fuse. And I mean, you never know. This dude may just be an idiot and just put things together and just try to make something happen, right? Maybe he wasn't thinking about this stuff. But they also said the suitcase contained a can of butane, a lighter, a pipe with white powder residue, a wireless drill, and 2 outlets that were taped together. So to me, it's like he either was planning on using this on this plane, or he was planning on taking this and going to Florida to do some damage. That's how I see it. Now, I could be wrong. Again, I could be completely wrong. But let me show you guys this other one here too. This other article too. Actually, let me show you guys this video. Let's show you guys this video right quick.
Breaking right now, the TSA has announced the arrest of a man at Lehigh Valley International Airport who was attempting to get on a plane with an explosive device.
Yes, this incident happened Monday. Authorities just releasing details on it within the last hour. Chopper 6 now live over that airport. Now, according to the criminal complaint, the device was found during routine screening of a checked bag. It was examined by experts that determined it did pose a threat to passengers.
Authorities say the bag belonged to this man, Mark Muffley of Lansford, Pennsylvania. That's in Carbon County. He is now in FBI custody. According to the Lehigh Northampton Airport Authority, the package was safely removed from the airport. We're working now to gather more details, and we'll bring you live updates as soon as we get them.
So even they don't really know everything as of yet, right? Like, mainstream media is still trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. I'm confused and I'm still trying to figure this out myself too. Cause like, what was the reason of why he had this on him? Either he was an idiot, right? Either he was an absolute idiot and he was hoping that maybe he was going to be able to get down to the cargo area to set this thing off, right? Or he was going to use this for something else. He had plans for something else. So I keep wondering, what is his motive, right? What is his reasoning? Because that just seems a bit odd. Okay. But, just a little bit more information here. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah, they just say basically the same thing that we just heard in that news update. But they're just saying this device was found in a checked piece of luggage. It was in the lining of the bagging of the baggage. Which to me, if it's in the lining of the baggage, to me it says that he was either planning on using that on the plane, hence the reason why it was in the lining of the bag, or he was planning on leaving that bag somewhere, like at a mall or something crazy like that. You see what I'm saying? That's so strange. It's so strange. Again, so strange. All right. He was set to take this Allegiant airline flight from Eastern Pennsylvania to Florida, Orlando Sanford International Airport. It was in the bag's lining, circular compound, about 3 inches in diameter, that had 2 fuses and powder concealed in wax paper and a plastic wrap, according to the criminal complaint. Yeah, but it's basically the same thing I was saying before. So it. Yeah, I don't know what he was planning on doing with this. That's all the information that they have right now. Yeah, it's weird. And yeah, he does look, public house landlord. Yeah, he does look hella tweaked, in that mugshot. But again, this is some weird stuff. Weird stuff, y'all. Let me see if there's anything in any more from YouTube as well. Maybe there's more. Yeah, my dogs don't like this conversation at all. Tranquilo. No. So let's see. Let us see. Yeah, the only thing that has breaking news about this right now, the only thing that we have so far is that news piece. That's it. Okay, that's all we know. This is all the information that we have. You know what I mean? Which is really wild. Okay? Really, really wild. And again, this could have just been a very, very big dummy. Very, very big dummy that was sitting there hoping that he could maybe get into the cargo area to do what he needs to do. But if you look at the information here, it still does not tell me that there was anything that he could have detonated remotely and all that. But of course, for those of y'all who are just getting to the party, those of y'all who are late to the party, the information that we have so far, real quick, is that there was a man that is now in FBI custody. He because TSA found a device that was hidden in the lining of his checked bag, and it was being loaded onto an Allegiant flight from Pennsylvania to Florida. And let me tell you something. Thank God they found it. Let me tell you. Thank God they found it. Because because some of us, there's some people out here that think that the TSA and, you going through all the the checkpoints and all that stuff is just theater of the mind, right? It's just theater of the mind. Oh yeah, they say that they're looking, but they really ain't, blah blah blah. No, they're looking. Okay, and they're even looking through our bags as well. And the fact that an alarm went off, okay, his bag triggered an alarm, is because, thank God, somebody their process works. Okay, thank God that they found it. And Brown Group Inc. Man, I hope it was. I mean, either way, whether if it is a dog that found it or not, if it was electronic device or a dog, man, I am so thankful that they did. Right? Thank God for dogs. Okay, I agree, Brown. Okay, because there's no way, right, that plane could have never come back. Right? That plane could never come back. But, again, also because, you think that because you're flying Allegiant or Frontier or something like that, you think that because you're paying cheaper plane tickets that maybe that plane is going to be a little bit more lackadaisical with their security. No. They do the same procedures for everything else. The only difference is how comfortable your seat's going to be. Real talk, if you really think about it. Because these damn things, the Allegiant, you're flying in bucket seats. They're like bleacher seats. I'm telling you, when you go to your favorite baseball game and you sit in that thing and it folds down, that seat that folds down, that's basically Allegiant. Okay? It's terrible. It is terrible. Okay? But thank goodness for their dogs, or for whatever device that they use to sound off an alarm saying that something was not right with that bag. And we haven't heard a story like this in a long time. You know what I'm saying? We haven't heard a story like this in a while. But I keep thinking that because we start seeing more and more craziness out here in these streets, we see more and more people trying to do mass tragedies all the live long day. There are going to be more and more people that feel emboldened in their actions and what they feel they can and cannot do. Again, we still don't know what's going on or why this guy did what he did. We still don't know everything as of yet. But at the same time, this man felt something. Okay? All right? So he felt something. It's just insane. I'm just checking to see if there's any more updates of any sort, any more details. Because I mean, even this is just crazy, y'all. Crazy. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever they're talking about, they have not really put out anything else. Hold on. Let's see. Nope, still nothing. I was trying to see if there was any more information, but everybody, I feel like it's still something that is, this is still a story that's kind of slowly percolating out here. It's slowly getting out to the people. People are slowly starting to see it, right? I mean, when I just went live, this one article alone only had 6 shares, and now it's at 442 shares. So people are now finally like looking at this and talking about it and consuming this and everything. But still this is so crazy. And I was hoping that maybe there was, again, some updates, something. But this is all they got. But that's the frustrating part of it all, because they didn't tell anybody. They shut down. They said they shut down at like 11 o'clock. They shut down the airport at around right when they had found the device. They shut down the airport, and they went back to regularly scheduled program by 2 p.m. Now, I don't know how quickly they were able to detain this monster, okay, this Muffley dude, Horde 40, okay. I don't know how long it took them to get him, but the fact that they didn't say anything and this didn't become news quickly is still very surprising to me. Maybe the airport was so concerned about making money, right, that they were like, hey, no, we got the guy, it's fine, he's not here anymore, so let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Hold on. Elbow's mom just said, hey, Pascal, here in UK, baffled about why our countries are so very different. We all are the same people. You know, that is true, and I agree. But it's just interesting. Some people are sitting here going, yo, I like somebody actually, he woke up that day and chose violence. Okay. Or at least attempted violence. He woke up today or, Monday and said, I'm going to fly and I'm not going to land. I mean, assuming I'm not going to land in Florida. I'm going to take off and I'm not coming back down alive. That's literally what I feel is what was going on in his head. And of course, maybe he's just a dim-witted buffoon and didn't realize how these devices work, because apparently there was, there's no report of there being a detonator, but at the same time, all the information that we have here is like, it was supposed to be like lit, right? Like lit, right? With a fuse. So I don't know. This is absolutely devastating, y'all. Insane. Insane. Well, let me see one more thing. Let me see if there's any more information about this. It's just so odd to me that let me see, there's a more updated version here. Hold on. I would hope. Okay, here's another one. And here it is. And what's interesting is like Pennsylvania man accused of trying to bring but it's like, why else would he have this in the lining of his luggage? Why? You see what I'm saying? Why? It doesn't make sense. But anyway, let me show you guys what they say here. All right. And again, it's still kind of the same thing as TSA screened the baggage around 11:40. An alarm went off, indicating it contained suspicious items, according to the affidavit of probable cause. And here is a criminal from the criminal complaint that we just talked about. So this offense is briefly described as follows: possessing a device in an airport that is subject to the regularity authority of the Federal Aviation Administration in violation of Title 18, United States Code Section 844G1, and possessing or attempting to place or attempting to have placed a device or device on an aircraft in violation of Title 49, United States Code Section 46505. And this is the affidavit right here in support of the arrest warrant. Okay. And Rob Slack, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family, Rob. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Welcome to the family. But that's a bit odd, don't you think? So Eddie Garcia, special agents from the FBI, duly sworn to depose the state as follows. I'm a special agent. Investigative, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find all this stuff. Employed special agent of the FBI, have since been, oh, yeah, okay. It's like his history. Okay, I submit there is a probable cause to believe that on February 27th, 2023, Mark Muffley, Horde 40, violated Title 18, which prohibits a person from possessing a device on an airport or in an airport that is subject to the, well, we already said all this stuff. So moving on. Looks like Title 18 states that the term explosive means gunpowder, powders used for blasting all forms of high explosives, blasting materials, fuses other than electric circuit breakers, detonators, and other detonating agents, smokeless powders, other explosive or incendiary devices within the meaning of paragraph 5 of section 232 of this title, and any chemical compounds, mechanical mixture, or device that contains any oxidization or combustible units or other ingredients in such proportions, quantities, or packing that ignition by fire, by friction, by concussion, by percussion, or by detonation of the compound, mixture, or device, or any part thereof may cause an explosion. And I mean, of course, this is all them just explaining all this BS. Let's go into this here. So the background of the investigation, they, of course, on that day, February 27th, the TSA at the Lehigh Valley International Airport, LVI, I guess he's going to say from this point on, contacted the FBI for assistance after identifying what they believe to be a device in a suitcase that was checked in by passenger Mark Muffley on flight 201 bound for Orlando Sanford International Airport in Florida. LVI Airport is an airport that is subject to the authority of the Federal Aviation Administration. Now, Mark Muffley, Horde 40, checked in a rolling suitcase, hereinafter referred to as the baggage, at the Allegiant airline desk. A baggage tag was placed on the baggage bearing his name. Prior to baggage being loaded onto or into the cargo area of the aircraft, the baggage was screened by the TSA. An alarm alerted that the presence of suspicious alarm alerted to presence of suspicious items. TSA conducted a physical inspection of the baggage, locating a circular compound, approximately we already know all this information, but 3 inches in diameter, wrapped in a wax-like paper and a clear plastic wrap, hidden in the lining of the baggage, among other items. Let's see. Boom. They examined the contents of the baggage. So this guy's a certified bomb technician. Has been for approximately 3 years. He was trained in explosive device identification, including identifying devices through the use of X-rays, and is authorized to examine explosives and render them safe. Blah, blah, blah. So this X-ray, it was X-rayed in the circular compound that was hidden in the lining of the baggage, and concluded it contained a granular type of powder concealed within the wax paper and plastic wrap. based on Whitmeyer's, I think, training and experience, the granular type of powder is consistent with a commercial grade firework. This granular powder is suspected to be a mixture of flash powder and the dark granulars that are used in commercial grade fireworks. So this is all the same stuff that we were reading before, but obviously they summed it up as best as they could for us. But it keeps saying, based on his training and experience, he made the following additional observations. Attached to the circular compound was a quote unquote quick fuse and a quote unquote hobby fuse. According to Whitmire, I don't know, a quote unquote fuse is the equivalent of a wick that is used to light candles. A quick fuse is designed to ignite explosives quickly. It appeared to be a part of the original manufacture of the compound. A quote unquote hobby fuse is known to be regular fuse that burns slower than a quick fuse. The hobby fuse appeared to be added post manufacture. Again, so he had a hobby fuse, but then I keep wondering, why would he have a hobby fuse on a plane? Like, he ain't going nowhere. If he was trying to, like I said, if he was trying to do the unthinkable on the plane, he ain't running nowhere. He can't jump out the thing. You see what I'm saying? He can't get away quickly. So I don't understand this. This is the piece that I don't get at all. Okay? Because if this plane was in flight and he was to light this hobby fuse and it's slow, he's not gonna like throw on a thing and like a parachute pack and jump out the plane. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. This ain't Mission Impossible. So I don't get that. Unless he was planning on doing something more. Or, I don't know. Somebody make that make sense. I'm still trying to figure that out. Because he had to have lit the match, right? He had to have the fuse. He had to light the fuse no matter what. That had to happen no matter what for it to go boom, boom, right? It wasn't wireless. This wasn't like something with his cell phone or anything crazy like that. So that part doesn't make any sense. Unless he thought he created something that would go like a big boom and it didn't. Right? Which is a possibility as well. But based on this agent's training and experience and that of the other agent as well, both the black powder and the flash powder are susceptible to ignite from heat and friction and posed a significant risk to the aircraft and passengers. Furthermore, based on SA, his training and experience, the compound recovered from the baggage is an quote-unquote explosive as defined herein. So, it's pretty weird. I mean, when you see all this and you're hearing all this and how they're breaking it down, it does seem a bit odd. Still, no matter what, don't put things that go boom, boom in your bags, guys. This was in the lining of his suitcase, okay? This was in the lining of his baggage. This wasn't like just sitting there by its, out there for everyone to see, right? It was hidden in the lining. There's a huge difference. Clearly, he was up to no good, or he was about to use it to do no good somewhere else. He may not have been wanting to do this on the plane, but he had plans to do something with that for sure. And again, this could be that too. Cali Dime, it could very well be that too, but it may not have been for the plane. Again, it may not have been intended for the plane. He may have planned to go take this, to go down to that to Sanford, Florida, to do God knows what, and let the thing go off there. Because if it has a slow fuse, he clearly was planning on doing something with it, placing it somewhere so he can run. Why would you have a slow fuse on a plane if you're going to do that on the plane? Just, you know what I'm saying? Make it quick, right? He can't run anywhere. He can't run for cover. So clearly something's up here. There's something else. There's more to this story. And hopefully they're going to find out very, very soon. And of course, when they do, we will be talking about it for sure. Okay? We will definitely be talking about it for sure. All right? You know, I was thinking the same thing. Hold on, let me kill the music really quick. Mega Truth, I was just about to say, could this be near any of those big theme parks? Okay? I was just wondering that same thing. Is it close to Disney World? I mean, it's Orlando, you know? So it does make me wonder, what was he planning on doing? Was he going to take this and go down there and then, you know, put this and destroy one of the, you know, what is known to be one of the happiest places on earth? I don't know. But obviously we're going to find out. I mean, you know, I know there's a lot going on with DeSantis and Disney right now, Disneyland and all that right now, which is very, very interesting. I don't know. Maybe he's a DeSantis fan. Maybe he's not a DeSantis fan. He might be MAGA. He might be a Trump supporter. I don't know. But if you really think about it, why? Right? That's one theory. I don't know. And that could be completely wrong. But then, yes, spring break is definitely about to start kicking off here this month, right? So that could be it too. Yeah. Sanford, Orlando Airport. Yes. It says it right here. Where the heck is it? It's like Sanford or Orlando International Airport or something crazy like that. I'm trying to remember what it said. What did it say? Right when that happens. Yeah. Orlando Sanford International Airport. There it is. There you go. Orlando Sanford International Airport. Okay. So, I mean, you know, so you never know, y'all. This could have been, there could have been so many different reasons why he was doing what he was doing. What was he planning on doing? Right. Was he about to do a T attack on a theme park? Was this device specifically made for this plane? But then I look at a hobby fuse and I say, that doesn't make sense. A slow burning fuse? What? He's not running for cover if you're on a plane. So to me, it sounds like he had plans on doing something else. That he was going to take this and put this somewhere else and cause another mass tragedy, either in the air or on the ground. Doesn't matter. He was going to try to eliminate a lot of souls in one sitting. So thank goodness that their electronics went off, that their detectors found this. Okay. This is absolutely insane. And we got to be, it's so frustrating because the more evil that we see out here in these streets, y'all, the more people feel emboldened to do more of that evil. I just don't know why it keeps getting crazier and crazier nowadays. but it's been getting very, very wild. And we need to find a way to slow this ish down. This is so sad. This is so sad. Okay. And I'm going to try to give you guys some good news here in a little bit. Cause I don't know about you, but I need it. Okay. Cause this is just, terrible. Now here it is though too. So what does horde mean? Hard. Just means hard. Horde 40, horde 23, horde 26. Like, they've been living a horde life. It's just a little comedy. Okay. It's just a little comedy. All right. But I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Okay. All BS aside, all the, stuff and opinions and whatnot. What we know right now is what we know right now. More information will come out soon, I'm sure. As soon as we find out about that stuff, we will be talking about it for sure. I do have a couple, I do have a pop-up video. Hopefully I'll be doing that here very, very shortly. All right. So as soon as that happens, it'll be up. Be sure to take a look at that. Something lighter, something not as heavy, because we've been talking about so much heaviness lately. Okay. We all just need to love each other again. Man, we just need to love each other again. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for the chat. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Do not forget to do that. That would be greatly appreciated. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Your boy's working hard out here in these streets, so please support if you can. It'd be great. And share this show if you can. That'd be fantastic as well. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Seriously, man. Seriously, can we do that? Can we do that? Please? Dudes, eliminating people in the streets just randomly like they're nothing. We got a dude with a bag full of devices. I mean, this is getting ridiculous, guys. We need to start loving each other again. Man, can we just do that? Like just like the rest of the week? Can we do that? Can we try? Sorta? Just try it for me. Just try it for me. Okay? Have mercy. Anyway, guys, I love all y'all. Again, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next show. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.